Hello everyone, welcome to Vishnu IAS. Today we are going to see another important topic for your prelims as well as your mains GS2 paper from your recent current affairs, okay, from yesterday's newspaper. Anti-torture law, okay, so which is related to the custodial death that happened in Thoothukudi district of Tamil Nadu, the death of a father and son who alleged to custodial torture. Okay. So, context and background. So, the alleged torture of the father and son duo in Sathankulam town in Tamil Nadu. So, P. Jayaraj, who is 58 years, and his son Benix is 31, were taken in the police custody for violating COVID-19 curfew hours. However, they died 4 days later, allegedly due to the custodial torture. So, this incident has given a rise to the demand for the separate law against the torture. Okay, so the alleged torture of this father-son duo in Sathankulam town in Tamil Nadu has given rise to the demand for separate law against torture. It is therefore essential to examine whether the existing law is inadequate to deter incidents of custodial torture. Okay, so when you see the background of this is, in 2017, the central government admitted in the Supreme Court that it was seriously considering the 273rd report of the Law Commission that recommended the ratification of the UN Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhumane or Degrading Treatment, CAT. This CAT was actually signed by India, but it was yet to be ratified. Okay, then 262nd, okay, 262nd Law Commission report recommended that the death penalty be abolished except in cases of terrorism related offenses. Okay, so according to this, the central government has admitted in Supreme Court that it was seriously considering the 273rd report of the Law Commission. Okay, when you see, and 26th June is now considered, now recognized as the International Day in support of victims of torture in honor of the convention. Okay, stop torture. So you can see the picture here. Stop torture, International Day in support of victims of torture. Okay, from 26th June is now recognized as the International Day in support of victims. So when you see the details of this cases, whether this existing laws, what are the existing laws is there now. Okay, so torture is not defined in the Indian Penal Code, but there is a definitions for hurt and grievous hurt are clearly laid down. So voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt to exert a confession are dealt within the penal Indian Penal Code. Okay, so under the Code of Criminal Procedure, okay, under the Code of Criminal Procedure, a judicial magistrate inquires into every custodial death. Okay, under this Code of Criminal Procedure, a judicial magistrate inquires into every custodial death. The National Human Rights Commission has laid down specific guidelines for conducting autopsy under the eyes of camera. Okay, so in Indian Penal Code, torture is not defined and the definitions of hurt and grievous hurt are clearly laid down. Okay, so voluntarily causing hurt and grievous hurt to extort the confession are dealt with the Indian Penal Code. So it is there. Okay, and again, so Code of Criminal Procedure where the custodial deaths are being inquired. And next is the National Human Rights Commission, which laid down the specific guidelines for conducting the autopsy under the eyes of camera. So when you see the judicial contributions, okay, torture is not defined in Indian Penal Code, as I said, but the definitions are there for hurt and grievous hurt. Okay, so the definition of the hurt does not include the mental torture, Indian courts through their judgments have included psychic torture, environment coercion, tiring interrogative proximity, overbearing and intimidatory methods among others in the ambit of torture. Okay, so they have included psychic torture, environmental coercion, tiring interrogative proximity and overbearing and intermediate methods, and among others in the ambit of torture. They have included all these things. Okay, and next is when you see the voluntary causing hurt and grievous hurt to extort the confession are also provided in the code with the enhanced punishment. Okay, and also when you see or the previous cases, how the Supreme Court has dealt with the previous custodial torture cases, DK Basu in the state of West Bengal case, where the court has issued guidelines that the police must follow in all the cases of arrest and detention. Okay, the court has given the guidelines. Okay, what are the police must follow in the cases. Okay, so that has been given in the West Bengal case, okay, of D.K. Basu. And next is Nilabati Behera, okay, in the versus state of Orissa case. Okay, in this, the court has made sure that the state could no longer escape liability in public law, and had to be compelled to they have to pay compensation. Okay, so these two cases shows how the Supreme Court has dealt with the custodial torture cases previously. So similarly, court has held in many cases the policeman found guilty of custodial death, that policeman should be given the death penalty. Okay, that is also been there. So when you see the concerns, the article argues that there being no deficiency in the existing law, the demand for the new law may be counterproductive. Okay, so actually there is no deficiency in the existing law. Okay, there are laws. Okay, for this kind of torture, custodial death, there are laws already, but the demand for new law may be counterproductive. Okay, that is what the article argues about this. About this custodial death anti-torture law. So prevention for torture bill. Okay, so what are the prevention for torture bill is a fresh draft for of the prevention of torture bill was released in 2017. Okay, and it argues that this bill, apart from being vague and was a very harsh for the police to discharge its responsibilities without fear of prosecution and persecution. By proposing the death penalty for the custodial death accused, the proposed quantum of punishment seems too harsh. Okay, and when you see the 262nd, okay, Law Commission report recommended the death penalty be abolished except in cases of terrorism related offences. Okay, when the Law Commission report which speaks about the death penalty only in the terrorism related cases. Okay, so that has also been taken into consideration. And in the bill, the proposed registration of every complaint of the torture as an FIR and a blanket denial of the anticipatory bail to an accused public servant was not reasonable. Okay, they are saying it is not reasonable, and as opposed to the intention of having a reformative law, the proposed bill was not a reformative one. It was vague, harsh and retributive in nature. Okay, they are saying that the proposed bill, actually it is not a reformative one. It is not a reformative one, but how it is looking like us, it is vague and it is harsh and it is retributive in nature. Okay, this proposed prevention of torture bill, the proposed bill. Okay, when you see what needs to be done, except for the minor discrepancies, the prevalent law in India is adequate. Okay, so the prevalent law is adequate and well in tune with the provisions of the CAT, and there is a need to further improve on its implementation only. There is need to improve the implementation of the existing laws. We don't need no need of bringing the new law here. We are having adequate, sufficient laws is there in India, but we need to improve the implementation only. And the investigations and the prosecution process are prone to concerns, and these aspects need to be reformed, and there is the police need to be trained better. Okay, so the temptation to use the third degree methods must be replaced with the scientific skills. Okay, they should be trained. Then there is a need to improve the implementation of the existing laws instead of bringing new laws, which I told. What is the need of the horrors to strike at the root cause of the problem and implement the recommendations of the various commissions to bring in the necessary reforms. Okay, only that is needed. We need to strike at the root cause, and we have to implement the recommendations of various commissions. And what this article came on the paper is telling us, India is having adequate laws regarding this, but we need to concentrate on the implementation of those laws. There is no need for the new law. Okay, that is the article that came in the newspaper. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel, like this video and share it to your friends, and join our Telegram channel to get info about the daily current affairs. Thank you.